Where do I even start? Um, I'm just so disappointed right now. Probably not gonna start this video with like memes and stuff I do like usual, but overall I'm just so disappointed with how the Vikings played this week. This happens every year, uh, every season, year after year. There's just one game during the season. Uh, this reminded me of the 2018 game against the Bills, where I don't think they'd won a game all season. They just come in and absolutely dominate the Vikings. Cowboys are not a very good team, and we decided not to show up this week. So, um, I it's just disheartening. This makes our chances of making the playoffs much worse. This was a must-win game if we wanted to continue rolling. And I suppose let's get on to the notes I had. First half, defense was put in terrible positions. We had 3 turnovers almost. KJ Osborne muffed a punt. I wasn't watching because I went to the bathroom, but I came back and I thought the Cowboys had the ball, so I knew just from that play that it was gonna be a rough game. Um, Delvin Cook was held in check. It looked like we were playing the Bears defense, but no, we were playing one of the worst defenses in the league, but just couldn't get anything going. He also got rocked because Kirk Cousins let him right into a hit, which caused a fumble. It is what it is. We were playing way too soft on the defensive and offensive line. Um, it was just kind of it just hurt to watch. We just got pushed back, and it just wasn't great in the first half. There was many costly penalties, a lot of BS calls. Um, if the one on Harrison Smith is targeting, why isn't the one on Delvin Cook or Kirk Cousins where they both fumbled? Why wasn't that targeting? Like, they're both defenseless players, but Jerry Jones got slipped a 20 under the table for the refs. I don't usually complain about the refs, but it was kind of ridiculous in this game. Uh, like I don't want to be that fan who's like, "Wow, the refs are so bad they cost us the game," but they did. It was terrible. So that was first half. Second half didn't get much better. Passing game started looking better. Kirk Cousins looked really good. Thielen really gave us energy. Dallas started getting tired, which caused us to score some points finally. We continued to pound the rock. In the end, that didn't work. Play action game looked great. Run defense is just terrible. Our defensive line needs a total rehaul. It's it's just hard to watch. Just try to stop the run. And then I'll get into some of the lack of effort plays later. Uh, Jefferson looked good until he decided to drop one that would have gave us a first down and have a chance to tie or win the game. I'm not blaming him. He's a rookie, he made a rookie mistake, but it just plays like that you cannot make if you want to be an elite receiver in this league. Pass rush was very lacking, and overall I'm just so sad and just so disappointed in the performance we had today, and I'm just done. Start of the week, Andy Dalton. Just kidding. Kirk Cousins here. He almost had a near perfect passer rating, and we still lose the game. That seems to be a common theme. Whenever Kirk does well, our defense decides to just shit the bed. It's whatever. Adam Thielen also had a good game. He had 2 touchdowns, over 100 receiving yards, and we just can't lose games like this. Like it's kind of ridiculous. Kirk Cousins, I'm giving A minus. It's the highest I've given him all season. He's 22 for 30 for 314 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like if he can do that every week, we'd go 11-5. Like our defense just need to show up. Our defense looked like early in the season defense, not like how it has looked the past few weeks. But that's an effort thing. Delvin Cook, I'm gonna give a B. He didn't look explosive as he has the past few weeks. He still had over 100 yards though and a touchdown. Also contributed 45 yards in the passing game. Alexander Madison also didn't get involved at all, which kind of upsets me a little bit because he's a really north and south hard runner, and I like when he gets carries, but we can't really do anything about it. Alexander Madison had a carry for 6 yards. It is what it is. Amir Abdullah didn't get any touches, and CJ Ham, I'm gonna give a B minus. Was debating C plus. He has not looked good the past 2 weeks. I know he didn't get a practice all week, but I really would need him to step up and look like how he did earlier in the season. Receivers, tight ends. I had Justin Jefferson at an A minus before he dropped, and then that drop just dropped his grade down to a B minus for me. He had 3 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. He looked good until he dropped the one in the clutch, and you just hate to see that. And we're just gonna move on from that. Hopefully, he can move on, become a better player, even better receiver. Adam Thielen, I'm gonna give it an A. He was the best player on our team today, besides Kirk Cousins. He had 8 receptions for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns with a 51-yard catch. Uh, just a good game. Kyle Rudolph, I'm gonna give a B minus. He had 3 for 28 on 3 targets. Just average Kyle Rudolph game. He's been doing that all season. BC Johnson had a catch for 9 yards, but he got a face mask on a on a stiff arm, which was pretty questionable in my opinion. But you can't really do anything about it when Jerry Jones pays off the refs. But Irv Smith had 2 catches for 23 yards. I think we should really get him more involved. I think he's a dynamic tight end and could be a top tight end in this league one day, in my opinion. Not like top, but like top 10, 15. I think he could be in that range. O-line, I'm going to give a C. Allowed 2 sacks today. Just didn't look great. Just kind of meh overall. Gave Kirk alright times. Run game was not good in the first half. Ezra Cleveland was out. I don't think that had to play with it because he hasn't looked great at right guard. He's looked decent, but I wouldn't say good. Brett Jones was in there today. Dakota Dozier had way too many penalties and mistakes today, which really cost us in the end. D-line, give them a D. I was thinking about F territory, honestly. They had no pass rush. There was 0 effort today. Denebo had a tackle and a QB hit. The only positive on the defense, besides Eric Kendricks, in my opinion, was right here. Jaleel Johnson had 8 tackles, a sack, a TFL, and a QB hit. That's the only positive I got out of the defense today. It was just really disheartening to watch the defense try to stop this Cowboys abysmal offense. I won't call them abysmal, but like without Dak, they're just not as good as they should be. And on to the linebackers here. I'm giving them a B. This is one of their lower grades of the season. Eric Kendricks had 7 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and an interception. That was a pretty good game. He played a really good game overall. Eric Wilson had 9 tackles, struggled a little bit early on. But we were good in the pass coverage here, but really bad in run defense. Eric Kendricks had a few good plays. But other than that, we could not stop the run. It was hard to watch, as both Dallas running backs had a field day on our defense. DBs, I'm giving it a D plus here. Just Harrison Smith struggled in this game. He guessed on too many plays, let up a touchdown, let up 2 touchdowns actually. It's not 2 kind of 2 touchdowns. One of them didn't score, but they got down to the goal line. Anthony Harris had 7 tackles, nothing spectacular. He hasn't looked spectacular all season. Jeff Gladney was okay, definitely one of his worst weeks. He looked like how he did early on, but Chris Boyd here and Chris Jones, what are you doing? Like, Chris Boyd had 2 penalties in 2 plays in a row on the special teams play, and then Chris Jones decides not to tackle. Like, what are you doing? You're getting paid to play defense, to tackle, to cover people. And I don't understand. And he just let up a 45-yard touchdown to Tony Pollard because he didn't decide to tackle. It just hurt to watch that. They were both horrid in this game, in my opinion. I want to cheer for Chris Boyd. He also dropped a pick to seal the game. It's just really, I can't put into words. And then Cam Dantzler's back. He didn't play that great, honestly. Look for him to improve, as this was his first week back. Special teams here, we're not going to win any games if our special teams is this bad. Give him a D minus again. Osborne had a muff in the first quarter. Dan Bailey was 4 for 4 on extra points. Ben Kolka was fine. He completed a pass, but then got called back because Chris Boyd decided not to get set. That really upset me. And that would have changed the course of the game. Honestly, that one play. That would have swung the momentum. We would have drove down and scored. But, it's fine. Austin Cutting also did not play this game. He was replaced. He's probably going to get cut. We got a new long snapper in there. And overall, the Vikings just stink. It was really disheartening to watch this game this week. I thought in the 3rd and 4th quarter there we were going to win this one, but then decided to pull, good old Minnesota sports team, blow it, just be disappointing. Nothing really too special. And now we're really have to grind to make playoffs. We're going to have to win out, which is not going to happen because we play the Buccaneers, Saints, and the Packers. No, not the Packers, excuse me. We play the Bears again. I can see us losing all 3 of those games. Like, honestly, I'm debating on whether or not we should start tanking again. It was just this game kind of put into perspective how we're not going to get anywhere this season if we're going to decide to play down to our opponents. So that has been my opinion. Sorry for the kind of downer mood on this video, but if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
We've been walking through the forest with blood on our hands. We got lost in such a foreign land where we could be free. We could be free.